What's going on, people? Welcome to GFX Kapture. Today's video is about how you can make an animation on any logo, something like this. So without further ado, let's start. First thing first, take a new composition. I will take 1920 by 1080, 25 frames is good, and I think I will make it about 15 seconds and we can change it later. Background is good, and then click OK. First thing is I want to import a logo. So this can be any logo that you want to use. In this case, I'm going to take the McDonald's logo, bring it down into your layers, and now you can scale it up, scale it down if you need to. I think this should be enough. Okay. Next thing is to go to layer and do a pre-compose. Okay, and you can call it anything you want, but I would just call it McDonald's logo or Mackie D's logo, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Okay, so now we have a composition. After making the composition, go to Effect, Generate, and then you select Fill. Okay, in this case, I'm going to choose white or change it to white color. Next, go to Layer, go to Auto Trace, and click on the default values and select OK. Next, click on the composition, click on M, okay, to get the mask path, and select and delete the keyframe. Next, select the composition, go to Effect, go to Generate, and go to Stroke. In the stroke settings, click on the All Masks and deselect, if it's selected already or automatically, deselect the stroke sequentially. Okay, and select the paint style as Reveal Original Image. Okay, now in the start, while the timeline playhead is at 0 seconds, change the start value to 100, put a toggle on, and change the brush hardness to about 100%. Go forward about 2 seconds, and then you can change the start to 0. Come back to start and put a keyframe, toggle this brush size, put it to 0, and then a couple of frames later, maybe about 3 or 4 frames depending on how you want it. I'll put it to about 4 frames and then make that into about 25 normally works okay in this logo, but you can change it depending on your logo and what brush size you need. So I'll put it to about 23. Okay, I think that would be better, or maybe let's put it to 22 for the sake of it. Good. Now on your composition, press U to see all your keyframes, and for the start keyframes, press F9 to make it easy ease. What you can also do is to go to the graph editor and pull this one to the left as much as you can so that we get that nice and sharp effect. I think that would be good. Okay, close that one, click on these 2 frames, select these 2 frames, and also press F9 to easy ease them. So now when you preview it, let's have a look and see what happens. Okay, so nice and sharp, and the speed is actually good as well. Okay, but we're not finished there yet. Now what we want to do is to duplicate this layer, the same composition, and take 2 copies of it. So Control D to duplicate once, and then Control D to duplicate it twice. Okay, and what you're going to do next is just to bring some more colors into it, I'm gonna just push this one to about, I don't know, about 4 frames or so. Keep the bottom one at the same place and just move this one to 4 frames and the top one 8 frames. Or you can move it 1 frame or 2 frames, 3 frames, really depends on what you want to, how you want it. Now go to the first composition and in the fill, change the color. In this case, I'm gonna make it to something like green. Or actually no, I'm just going to make it red for this one. Okay, that would be better. And for the second composition, I'm gonna again go over to the fill and change another color. So in this case, I'm just gonna take it as the bright green here. Okay, when you play, it's gonna look something like this. Okay, so getting better. Now, next one is select the top composition, do a Control D to duplicate it again, and we just duplicated it and remove the stroke from it. But what we are going to do is to check for in the effects and preset radial wipe. Okay, so bring that down and drop it on your composition. Okay, and change in the properties, effect controls, select counterclockwise, and also change the wipe center to something like over there. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly zoom out so that we know, yeah, it's kind of over there. You can change it wherever you like, but it will become clear why I want to do it here in a minute. You can also change the transition completion percentage and also the color as well. So the color, what I would like is to make it to the kind of the orange, golden orange McDonald color. Okay, I think that may be good. Change the value to until the color actually goes out of this logo. So in most logos, what I've seen is about 22 to about 26 or 25. It's kind of the percentage where the color actually goes out of the logo. So you just need to play around with it. 26 is definitely not there. Let's make it 22. Yeah, it's definitely there. So we'll increase it a bit. 23 maybe. No. 24. No, still there. 25. Yeah, it's definitely gone. Okay, so I think this is good then. Once you find the right value, put a toggle on. So we have a keyframe there. And then I'm just gonna go to about maybe 2-3 frames more. Okay, and over here, I'm just gonna increase this until to 0 and just to cover or fill up the whole logo. Okay, now click on U to reveal the keyframes, and I'm just gonna move these keyframes I think slightly. Okay, and then also, as with most of the things, I'm gonna press F9 to easy ease them. Okay, so at this stage we are pretty much done. The one thing I would like to still do is to just add one more color to it inside, and for that we just need to duplicate the top composition and Control D. Okay, and then push it maybe a couple of frames, and also change the color, the fill color, to something like I don't know, whatever you want really. I'm just gonna go for that red, the McDonald's sort of red. Do they have red? I'm not sure. I think they do. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So how's that gonna look like now? There you go. Okay, maybe the other way around was better. I think if red was actually, if red comes first and then the yellow orangey comes second. I don't know, but you play around with it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So this is pretty much it. I think just a quick tutorial of how you can take any logo and add this kind of animation to it, add the fill color, add the stroke to it on different colors and at different stages. So it actually brings a bit more life into the logo and a bit more character into that logo as well. So play around with it. You can do it on any logo as long as you follow these steps. So I hope you liked the video. It was useful for you. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.